Happiness comes in all shapes and sizes, but some people do have a hard time finding it, and that's why Christian and Cindy Grandcourt are here. They're motivational speakers, and they have some great advice on how to live a happy and fulfilling life. And thank you for both being here. I do love your accent, by the way. Christian, you're from Australia.
I am, yes.
And tell us a little bit about both of you and where your story, because you were telling me about it earlier, and it's just so great.
Well, we met on a cruise ship at a formal dinner, and the circumstances that led to us being on the ship in the first place were pretty amazing, and we just knew we had to be on the ship, but we didn't know why. And then there was a mix-up with the seating. My seat got taken, and then I tried to find another seat, and eventually I finally found a seat, and it was right in front of Cindy.
Yeah.
So we sat down, our eyes met, we connected, and just fell in love from that instant.
Love at first sight.
It was. It really was. And we just connected, we spoke, and everything just was so amazing. And for the whole trip, the whole week that we were on the cruise, we knew exactly why we were on the ship. And all the seminars that were on the ship, we didn't even go to them.
Yes. And this was a special cruise too, correct?
It was the Secret cruise. So Bob Proctor, who was the guy from the Secret, basically was having a cruise to bring people together to help, inspire them and, help change their lives. And we thought we were going on there just to meet people and network and do some business stuff, you know. But then we realised why we were really there. Yeah,
and if anyone has followed The Secret, I've actually watched it myself. It's the whole thing of you don't know why you're going through certain things in life, but you figure it out in the end, and that's really why you guys are here and why you're wanting to share your story, correct?
Absolutely, because what happened to us was exactly what we've learnt throughout the 30 years that we've been learning a lot of this stuff, and we practice it. And then we've seen it come together, and we've seen the happiness through our lives before we met, but even more so once we've met, and we want to be able to teach people and share people, not only our story, but what we know, because it can make a difference, it really can.
And Cindy, you both have extensive backgrounds in just life development, right?
We do, yeah. I was a Christian minister for 10 years, and then when I left the ministry to explore more spiritual avenues for myself, and just had done about the last 3 years in personal growth, so definitely have a lot of application in my life. And Christian had also been a senior leader for Tony Robbins for over 10 years, so he's got a lot of experience in that. So we had similar backgrounds, and we know all of the same content. And when we met together, we can mesh that together and really help to benefit other people's lives. So we had the 5 keys that definitely for us were the top ones that really work for us, that we wanted to share with people.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of those 5 things, because they are great. And tell us a little bit before we get to it why these 5 steps are so easy and why they're so different than anything else you'll get from the seminars you can go to find happiness.
Go on, babe.
Go ahead, Meg.
Well, they really are simple and powerful, and that was what we wanted to be able to share with people, because we've spent loads of time, learning from things, and some of them aren't that easy to understand that you can learn from other things. But we found these are the things that we've found to be the most powerful, the easiest to integrate into your life. We practice them daily, and they work. If
you follow these 5 things, they'll work. Let's go through a few of them. Tell us number 1.
Well, you've got to know your life's purpose.
Your life's purpose.
And you've got to live it. You've got to do what you love and love what you do.
And what would you say to someone that, says, I don't really know what my life's purpose is?
Well, you need to understand what you really love to do in life, and what are your values, and we can take them through that process to help them identify what are the things that are important to them, and help them to mesh their values to identify their life's purpose. So we actually help people that have that very question to answer it.
Let's go to number 2. What's number 2?
Number 2 is really getting on the path to fulfillment. And making sure that you know what you're doing. So once you've identified your life purpose, then you want to be able to really do it in such a way that you're growing and you're contributing. You're making a contribution out there to the planet in whatever way.
And would you say a lot of it has to do with people and their attitude? Because I feel like some people that maybe have a bad attitude or look at things negatively, they don't realize what they're doing, and they don't realize why these negative things are happening to them, and really it's a matter of recognizing what you're doing and getting on the right track, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
They're attracting it to themselves, the negative things. So if you have that positive attitude and the positive outlook in life, you attract the positive things towards you.
Exactly. And what are, I don't want to give away all of them, all the things, so I want to know mainly, what will people walk away with once they come to see you guys this weekend at the seminar?
They'll know what to do next.
Yeah.
You know, they'll know how to get on that path of fulfillment. They'll know what to do to create a lot more happiness, a lot more prosperity, a lot more joy in their lives, so they can really live the life that they were born to live, you know, and to experience that deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment that
Wonderful.
we share.
Something to look for.